started. So very excited to meet all of you today. As an affiliate of The Faster Way, you have gone through the program, enjoyed it so much that you raised your hand and said, I want to share this with other people. I cannot keep this to myself. It would be rude if I kept the secret of The Faster Way to myself, right? We want to be able to equip those around us, the people that we care for most in our life, with the tips, the tools, and the benefits of The Faster Way. We know how much of an impact it can make on ourselves, so why not share it with our community? And that is why all of you are here. Today, we're going to be talking about how to grow as an affiliate. Now, an affiliate, if some of you are wondering, why am I here? I got this link and I have no idea what I'm doing. An affiliate is someone who is passionate about, I'll say, a program and wants to share it with other people. That's all it is. So it's simply a referral method, a referral process, similar to when you're on like Zulily or The Gap, and it will say, share this with a friend and they'll save $10, or share this with a friend and they'll get X, Y, or Z. That is what this is all about. It's simply because The Faster Way is based off of word of mouth. We want people to come into The Faster Way who have heard about it from their mom, who have heard about it from their friend, their neighbor, someone they follow on social media, because that right there gives a tighter bond to who you are and the person that you're inviting. That enables you to say, you know what, I've done this. This is what worked for me. I want you to see how it can work for you too. We know that we have women in The Faster Way who are graduating college. They are going into the workforce. And we have women who are retired and have grandchildren who are thriving in The Faster Way. From their 20s, the 30s, 70s, 80s, it's across the board. We know that The Faster Way is really beneficial to anyone at any stage in their life. Many of us have different backgrounds, but when we go through The Faster Way, we go through it together. So that is another part of The Faster Way that's so important, is the community. So today we are going to be talking a little bit about some new updates that are coming, some fun things that I'm going to be providing you as a community, more along the lines of images and copy, different things that will make your life as an affiliate easier. Because truly, we are so thankful for each and every one of you for sharing The Faster Way, that we want to make it as easy as possible for you to do so. If you are new to me, my name is Lindsay Murray, and I'm the Director of Marketing for The Faster Way to Fat Loss. I have, as a little background on myself, I have been with Amanda for over 4 years now, long before The Faster Way was even The Faster Way. So it has been just an honor to see the program grow. It has been amazing to see the community just kind of thrive and explode across the country. And it's such a great piece of the puzzle to have a community like yourself who has raised their hand and said, you know what, I want to share this with other people. So my job today is to give you the best tips and tools and techniques in order to make you a powerful affiliate. Whether you want to be just one more client into the next round, or you want to convert hundreds, we have affiliates for The Faster Way to Fat Loss that are making full-time incomes. I don't say this lightly either, because these are people who they have an impact on. So when they are able to make a full-time income and also change the lives of hundreds of thousands of other women and men, that is a huge responsibility. And that is such a huge gift that we do not take lightly as a team. And myself especially, I help with the affiliates in the entire program. So you all are truly such a benefit to us and us to you. So we want this to be a relationship that works well, for you to make a generous commission, and for you to be able to share with integrity the program that you love and know. So today we're going to talk about some updates first. Now, as you may have heard from your coach, we have some exciting things coming out for the Faster Way community, and this is going to be rolling out here soon in the next couple of weeks. You may have already seen some of these updates in the membership group if you are in the membership community. If you are in the membership community, put a little comment in the chat box. Let me know or give me a thumbs up that you are in the membership community. So some of the things that I'll be saying might sound familiar, and then some of them might be new if you aren't in membership. So we have exciting things that are coming down the pike. And some of those, like I mentioned earlier, was the meal plan. These exciting changes to the programming have received overwhelming response in regards to feedback. So what we're doing now is we will be rolling out the Faster Way in a weekly format. So starting next week, any round that starts on August 19th and after, we'll be getting this really fun new way of programming. It will be similar information as it was given in your rounds, but they will be receiving the information weekly. So instead of one full week of prep week, where you kind of are thrown into all the information, you have to digest it and then implement, we'll be working through it each week. So you'll have 1 week where we're talking about intermittent fasting and whole foods. The next week will be more along the lines of macros and MyFitnessPal, so that they will be able to digest the information a lot easier and implement it without all the things, right? So it's kind of taking that step-by-step approach. This has shown the success rate that this has shown is so much greater than it ever has been in the past, because we're solidifying those habits before we move on to new habits. We're making sure we get it. We have a full week to implement the things that we're talking about, and then we move on and we add a second layer of it. So it's been really beneficial to see clients go through this, and the way that they are creating a foundation is just so much stronger than it ever has been before. So the other really exciting thing that we have about the programming is that we have a meal plan that is provided to you every day of the program. So when a client signs up for the Faster Way and it's their very first time, they will be getting a meal plan every step of the process. Now, this meal plan is something that they can use as a sample or a suggestion. They don't have to follow it. But this has been one of those things where people have just said so many times, I don't know what to eat, or they overcomplicate it with these crazy recipes. We want to make life simple. So that's the real benefit of the meal plan, is to just take out a lot of those things that have been just overwhelming for clients and say, you know what? This is all that we have to think about today. You need to check the box next to your food, check the box next to your workout, go on with your life. You know, have fun with your kids. So we're taking a lot of that kind of extra work in preparing a meal plan or thinking about what to eat. We have that now in this meal plan. So once you register for August 19th, any date after that, they will receive a daily meal plan, which is so amazing and such a benefit. And if you are in the membership, which I see a few of you are, that is also provided in the membership. So when they move on to the membership after their time in the first 4 weeks of that Faster Way method, they'll be able to have more access to that meal plan long term. So essentially, they get a daily meal plan. That's a pretty easy way to explain it. And that right there, I mean, that should be like period, done, end of story. It should sell them right away, because it's such a great benefit. And the meals are easy to prepare. I always say for myself, if it has more than 5 ingredients, I'm not making it, because it's just going to take too much time and effort as far as I'm concerned. So it's really going to be an easy way for people to transition into that whole foods lifestyle, to creating a better macro tracking habit, and then also to implement that carb cycling part of the process. So that's really a benefit to it. So Natalie says, will current rounds be getting access to the new meal plan on 8/19? Current rounds will not. So it will be for anyone who is registered for rounds starting on 8/19 and forward. Anyone who's gone through the Faster Way, if they're in the membership, they will gain access to a membership or meal plan. Brenda said, checks the box for food. You mean they're not entering everything? I meant simply like brain process. When you're thinking about what you have to do today, okay, I looked at my meal plan, I checked off that box mentally, and then I did my workout. So they're not having to think too much about what they have to do each day. So meal plan just kind of cuts down on that extra work they have to do. So now we do also, Heidi said, vegetarian or vegan options. Yes, we have swaps for vegetarians, for vegans. We kind of add in little tips for how to make those swaps in each recipe as well. So if you're allergic to eggs, add this. If you are a vegetarian, add this. So it really makes it easy. My mom is kind of like a whole food, plant-based, no oil, no nothing, really boring. I'm just kidding. My mom is really into the vegan lifestyle. So for her, I was like, we have to get some vegan items onto this meal plan so that you can make those easy swaps. Now, other than that, the daily accountability and support is huge. When you're sharing about the Faster Way, the fact that we provide daily support, your coach will provide daily support every day of the program, that is a massive part of why people are so successful. People generally will come to the Faster Way for results, but they will stay for that community approach. We know, if many of you are in here are women, that we need community. In order to thrive and continue to progress towards our goals, it's important to have that support system, whether it's in your home or online, wherever we can make it happen, that's how we want to provide it to you. So providing the information around the fact that they get a daily coach. They get a coach that's going to walk them through the program, give them information each day, but also support them on days that aren't as easy and days that they're feeling, like they're struggling or they're having a hard time. That's why we have this community. We provide that stability and that foundation to create those long-term habits. Now, the other thing that we have throughout the course of the program is that we have the digital studio that has just launched. Now, when you register for the Faster Way, you will get a little sneak peek at that by way of our live workouts that we have that will be playing. They're fully filmed workouts. And then when they transition into membership, they will have access to the live workouts and then a full library of digital studio classes, which are like cycle and yoga. We have bar classes, dance, tons of amazing classes so that people do not need to continue paying for all the classes that they have. I think it was on average, someone pays, I would say, I believe in like San Francisco and one of the areas there, it's like $700 a month to be in 3 different classes. So most people are paying well over $250 per month in most places for classes and courses. I know I paid a lot for a strength course that I was in, as well as a CrossFit class, and then I was part of a running group. All of those things add up, and we want to make it really easy for people to say, you know what, I don't need all the things. I'm going to work with the one thing I know works because it's worked for me for this long. So we've enabled these digital studio classes to be paired strategically with our daily macro cycle. So if it's a regular macro day, we have a cycle class that you can use. We have a Pilates class that you can use, different things that pair so that you can kind of have some variety in your workouts. We also have some really fun challenges that are in the membership community. So I think in August is a detox challenge. We've previously done burpees challenge and ab challenges, which are really fun as well because that kind of creates that secondary level of community and competition. We give out prizes, all of that. So it's really been exciting to see that grow. And I see some of you, daily coaching for all weeks. Yes, they get daily support and accountability. Every single day that you are in the Faster Way, you have a daily check-in. You have someone who's answering your questions, who is providing you with support in your Facebook communities, but we also have a really strong support system through our customer service team. So if you are ever on the website and you go to the chat or you literally pick up the phone and call, you will reach a member of our team, and clients can do that as well. So we want to make sure they have kind of that full circle support. The library access is only after membership and finishing your 8-week round. Yes, so once you're in the membership community, you'll be able to access that digital studio. We want to first solidify those new kind of habits, right? We don't want to add everything to their plate. So we're going through the weeks in a systematic approach. We're kind of adding on skills. We're building a foundation to create a lasting change. Now, how do you, as an affiliate, take all of this information that I just shared with you over the last 20 minutes and put it into content that's going to say, you've got to join this program. It will change your life. I have gone through it and I absolutely love it, and I want to see you thriving alongside me. So over the next couple of weeks, and if you haven't been in the community for the last, I think, week or two, we have been doing a daily challenge. This daily challenge is going to really help you build momentum on your social media, in person. We kind of had some homework over the weekend where I said, name 20 people you know in your life that you feel would benefit from the Faster Way. All of us know at least 20 people who would find really great support and results through the Faster Way. It is our responsibility as human beings to share what works for us with others, because imagine the difference that we could make in someone's life by just giving them some support or just giving them a tip that we learned. And that's what I want to help you provide through this daily challenge. So these daily posts aren't meant to be just kind of willy-nilly. There's no thought process behind them. They are systematically put together to create results, to build momentum in your audience, the people that are listening to you, the people that love you, that trust you, that want to support you, who have maybe reached out to you and said, what are you doing? You look amazing. Or what is that fasting that you're doing? Tell me about it. We want to plant those seeds. So when we post the daily challenge in the coach affiliate community, and if you're not in there, put something in the comments or put your email in the comments and I can make sure that you get the email. We should have everyone in that community because that's where the information is being provided. So we have the daily challenges and I do provide sample posts where you can literally copying and paste them if you wanted to, or add your own story, add your own little tips to it. But those sample posts will help you from the client's perspective really provide the best knowledge in the simplest form, right? Because when most people come to the Faster Way, they aren't thinking about the science and all the strategies and the different ways to do it. They just want a solution to a problem they've been dealing with, which for many women who have gone through the Faster Way, that's like decades of dieting. We want to put an end to that. And so we kind of have to share messaging that's open and is honest and is really inviting to what the Faster Way can do for their lives. So really be mindful of saving those sample posts. You can always refer back to them in the communities, but we will have more sample posts coming. And as an affiliate, it's going to be really beneficial for you to utilize the social media platforms that you've been currently on. So if you're on Facebook and Instagram, one or the other or both, those are going to have a group of people, your friends, your family members, maybe old college mates, people that you've worked with in the past. They're going to be there and it's going to be really great for you to just start those conversations, plant those seeds. Similar to Saturday's post where I said, I want you to think of 20 people and just send them a quick message, touch base with them. Because think about it in this way. If it was your, let's say your second cousin, right? And you haven't caught up with them in a long time, send them a message. Say, hey, how's it going? I'd love to catch up with you. Love to hear more about how the kids are doing. I saw that you just bought a house or had a baby. That, I didn't sell anything. And that's not the purpose. The purpose is to just reconnect with people because you could ultimately, even if it's 6 months to a year from now, you could make a positive impact in their life. And imagine if that added 10 more years onto their life because they did the Faster Way. I mean, that is so powerful. I think about that in terms of my own mom. So it took her, I've been with the Faster Way for 4 years, and she just joined the Faster Way last year. And it completely changed her life. And that added life onto, years onto her life. She will now be healthier and better and more around for my kids. So that right there is what we're trying to do. We're trying to create that ripple effect to where if you invite 3 of your mom friends into this program, think about the education that they're now able to provide to their own children. That next generation won't have to deal with the generation of dieting culture that we've dealt with. So the issues that we're able to solve with this go farther and longer outside of what we're currently seeing now. So we want to be able to really create that next generation of women who want to be strong and healthy and do it in the right ways. That all comes from just starting a conversation today with someone in your life. So I hope that that's inspiring and motivating for some of you kind of thinking about, oh, it's a scary conversation to have with somebody. It doesn't have to have anything to do with the Faster Way. I want you to reconnect with the people in your life that you know this can have a profound impact on. And we know from being behind the scenes, there will be people that say, oh my gosh, I've been following you for a year and finally joined. Well, my mother can say that too. She's been following me for 32 years and she finally got on board with what I've been saying for so long. So it's really a powerful thing to be able to provide that to someone. And all it takes is just writing down that list of 20 people and start a conversation. And maybe in 3 months, you'll say, hey, I wanted to tell you about this new thing that I've been doing. Or next week, they ask you and they're like, what is this crazy fasting thing that you're doing? All of those conversations lead to bigger impacts that you can be making. So make sure that you make that list. And if you hit 20 and you can keep going, you definitely keep going. I want you to make a massive impact on the people in your life. Okay, so I see a couple of emails down here in the chat. I'm going to save these and make sure that you all get added to the Facebook group. I'll probably send out another email today with the Facebook group, just in case some of you aren't on there. Membership for US only? Absolutely not. So we actually have clients in the UK, in Australia, in Ethiopia. We have clients from all over. If you have access to a phone, a computer, or even a printer, you can do this program. So I think that it's definitely beneficial to make sure that you cast a wide net, make sure you're thinking bigger and better every single week about who you can reach. Okay, so the men's community, yes, we also have a men's program and a men's membership community. So they will have the same types of access to the programming just like women. So we're doing a lot of work on the back end to build that men's program to be as substantial as the women's, but they do have a community, they have experts, they have coaches within that membership community as well. So now the next thing is taking it online. So we will be talking a little bit in person as well, but I wanted to share with you tips for marketing the Faster Way to Fat Loss in a social media format, so in an online base. Now, if you're using Instagram stories is going to be such a huge, huge benefit to how you share the program. So when we're thinking about how we use Instagram, generally it is post a photo, my kid or my cat or what I made for dinner, and that's it. Well, let's think about how we can add some purpose to every single post. So if we're using Instagram stories, it is going to be really beneficial for you to say, this is how I'm breaking my fast, or I just did a quick 30-minute workout, right? Those little bits of information aren't selling anything, right? They're just sharing about the program. And as a stranger to the program, I might be thinking, she's fasting? Like, isn't that dangerous? Doesn't that slow down her metabolism? Isn't that crazy? You're not eating? Do you never eat? Those types of things just spark those questions and really get people interested in what you're doing. And so you can say, oh no, I absolutely eat. I actually eat more than I ever have. I just don't eat during a certain window because that's going to really make me into a fat burner. Those types of things that you can share publicly are so beneficial. If you're using the meal plan, I want you to talk about how you're excited to use the meal plan. I wouldn't show the meal plan. We don't want to give the program away here, but we can talk about how different aspects of the program have made your life better. So maybe it's, I fast. This is how I'm breaking my fast with this great low carb meal, or I'm doing my leg day workout. I'm going to have this awesome treat. I can't wait. Doing little things like that lead to bigger results, lead to those questions, those comments, those people that message you. Most people, Facebook and Instagram, they will not simply write on your post, tell me more about this. I'm so interested. I want to pay $1.99 today. They're not going to do that. They're going to personally reach out to you, and it'll probably be after they see, let's say 7 to 10 posts, maybe even 20. It takes up to 20 times for someone seeing your content for them to take action on it. So know that maybe no one said anything for the last week. Well, guess what? You can see that people have seen that story and you know that they're hearing what you have to say. So it will take time, but people will come around and they will show their interest. We just have to keep being consistent. So using Instagram stories is great. Share your recipes, share your workouts. It's going to be a great place for you to just bring some life to it. Show how you are cooking in the kitchen with your kids, or you're, super busy on the road and you're able to stick with your program. That's going to be so beneficial. And this is where, you can kind of really connect with people, because people are on their phones all day. They're on Instagram all day long. And it's really going to be a great way for you to just bridge the gap. Now, when you are on your Facebook page, that's going to be another great way to share those same posts. You can take what you used on your stories and repost it, or you can create something simpler or similar to what you've done in your stories. Now, the sample posts that I give you in your daily challenges, you can post those with a photo on Instagram and Facebook. That's going to be super easy. Feel free, though, to kind of add some creativity to it. I would say if you're like a type A systematic person, I would say keep each day of the week a certain theme. So maybe Mondays we're sharing a motivational message. We're sharing something that inspires someone and maybe motivates them to take a step towards the direction of getting healthier, right? Maybe challenge someone, with some motivational message of, this week I want all of you to think about what you're thankful for. This has been such a great exercise for myself. Doing little things like that, even though they have nothing to do with the Faster Way, still provide a human, a human base that people can connect with. They don't just think that you're a stay-at-home mom with 6 kids and that's all that you do. You care about them. You care enough to share this information with them. So maybe Tuesdays you're talking about a recipe that you made. You make it like your Tasty Tuesday day, where you're talking about things that you love to make, your tips, different things that are helping you stay healthy. On Wednesday, you could share a little bit of your workout. You could even do a sweaty selfie and say, I just finished up a strength training workout before the Faster Way. And I think this was last week's. We said, before the Faster Way, I never lift weights. They were always intimidating to me. And that speaks to the people in your life. That will speak to someone. She'll be sitting behind her computer and being like, Carol, you literally just read my mind. That is so intimidating for me. How did you get over your fear of going to the gym? Or how did you get over your fear of lifting weights? Such a powerful thing to make that connection with someone. On Thursday, you can do your story. So every Thursday, maybe you share something else about your journey through health. Maybe it's something about your past or something you've learned, an obstacle you've overcome. All of those things through the week are building momentum. And you don't ever have to say the Faster Way once. Not once. And people are going to resonate with what you have to say, because they're your friends. They're your followers. They love you. They want to support you. And maybe Friday you talk about some other recipes that you're making. You give some tips. You do something personal. Maybe you share about your kids and how their week went. Make it a part of just your daily habits of, you know what, I want to really share this. And it can be something from your day. I know that all of you are hopefully working out every day, doing the Faster Way workouts, hopefully following our macro cycle every day. So you're eating other than on your 24-hour fast day, but you have something to talk about each day of the week. So it's really going to be beneficial just to continue to share those things consistently. And if you have a large following and you're thinking like, well, I don't want to overwhelm my feed, keep it in your stories and make it a part of your daily life. The people that we know that are affiliates that do the best are the ones that are consistently following the program and speaking about it. Not every day, not all day, but they're consistent in their messaging so that the people in their life maybe heard Faster Way 6 weeks ago and they're hearing it again and they're like, oh yeah, I need to sign up for that. It's that consistency over a long period of time that equals results. I think Dave Ramsey said something like that in one of his books. But consistency. That's the name of the game here. So let me know in the comments here if you do have any questions about social media, posting. We may do a separate social media training if there is enough interest in it It's one of my favorite things. I love social media. So I try to make it as efficient and effective as possible. You should not be spending more than, 30 minutes a day on social media as far as I'm concerned. But as long as you can get onto social, share about your life, whether it's your food, your fitness, your family, something fun that you did, maybe make it a series of F's throughout the week. Whatever you can do to make it consistently present in your friends' lives is going to help you long term. Allie says she's not so good with Instagram. So what I would suggest you do is stick to Facebook, and in your free time, kind of play around with Instagram. You can't break it, so that's the plus. What you can do is kind of get on and kind of figure out the different functions. The next question says, does anyone find that people get annoyed by so many posts? I do not, because I'm in the Fast Away community, but I've heard from friend groups about how people post too much. Is there a balance? Yes, there's absolutely a balance. If you have never posted about anything before in your life, I would say posting 2 to 3 times a week is good. You can build up to more. You can post 2 times a week and make them amazing posts. Kind of get a feel for your audience. You'll start to know what people resonate with most. So I know when I post a picture of the beach or my kids, people are going to comment. People are not going to comment if I post a picture of my food. That's just people that follow me. Now, ones that follow you might absolutely love seeing recipes and pictures of food. They might love that. So do a bit of testing and kind of see, what did someone respond to most? What were some things that got people to comment or like more frequently? And like I said, you do not have to sell anything. You don't have to talk about the Faster Way once on your social media. You just have to share your journey through the program. Selling and sharing kind of go hand in hand, but always think of your job as someone who's sharing this program with others, even if you don't say the name of the program once. So it's really beneficial just to kind of have those things where, today I'm doing this workout, I'm going to share it with others. And many of you, before you were even an affiliate, probably did those things when you were in the program. You probably posted about it and said, hey, I'm trying this new thing and I've never done this fasting thing. Have any of you tried it? Those are still things that you can do as an affiliate. Ask questions, get people to share below, ask people, do you love eating carbs? Do you hate eating carbs? Ask those questions that are going to get people to comment below that post. That gets the engagement up, and Facebook and Instagram will start showing that to more people. Jennifer says, do you think it's a good idea to create a separate Faster Way Instagram page or keep it on a main page? I think that if you have a following already, no sense in starting over. I can say that from experience. I started over from 5,000 followers about 3 years ago, started over from square zero, probably in the negative. It is not a good thing to do. Don't start over, because then you have to convince people again, follow me here. Oh, don't forget, follow me here. Don't do that. Just continue to add to your own accounts. And we're not being spammy here, right? We're not, telemarketers and, trying to jump in front of, we're not knocking on people's doors, right? We want to genuinely share value and things that we have experienced. So adding them to your current content is going to be so beneficial. And it doesn't have to be salesy or spammy or anything like that. You can literally say, here's my check-in for today. Let me know if you worked out, or let me know how you're doing with your water this week. That's a focus of mine. Just get the people in your life involved. Heidi says she would love a social media training. So I may do a poll in the group and see how many people are interested. But we can definitely plan that here in the future. Stephanie says, I appreciate the social media wording, structured posts. I would love more of those. Awesome. Is there a cheat sheet for tags to use? So hashtags are one thing. I won't go too deep into them, but I would suggest you use the Faster Way to Fat Loss hashtag, just hashtag Faster Way to Fat Loss. And you can use some that are like intermittent fasting, carb cycling, if it fits your macros, different things like that. Hashtags aren't as effective as they used to be though. So we'll kind of go into that on that future training, but I would simply use the Faster Way to Fat Loss tag, because that's where the social media team over on the Faster Way Instagram finds their content. So we love giving you all shout outs and things like that. So when you use the hashtag or you tag us with @FasterWayToFatLoss, we're able to see that and able to repost and share more frequently. So next up is we're going to kind of take a little turn here because I want to make sure I don't take up all your time today. I know many of you are busy, but I wanted to talk with you a little bit more about sharing in person. So maybe you have 2 friends on Facebook, or you never even used Facebook before you joined the Faster Way. So you have a dormant account and you're like, I want to be a great affiliate. I want to hit that top affiliate board and really make a significant income from this partnership. How do I do that in person? So here's what I want you to think about. Every opportunity that you come in contact with someone is another opportunity to share the lifestyle that you love living, right? So if you are at a PTA, I think that's a PTA meeting, if you are at a church Bible study, if you are at the park, there is always a time to plant the seed of information. So I know that when I go and I meet up, if I'm at a conference or I go to a lunch with someone, or I go to one of my favorite restaurants, I will always, even if it's my sister, even if it's my family, people I know and I talk to on a regular basis, I will say something like, oh my gosh, I love coming here. They have really great low carb options, or this is my favorite place to come after a leg day workout. You all should join me sometime. Those little bits of kind of information that you're providing them or sayings really can start a conversation. Last summer, I went to a conference with a bunch of women from all different backgrounds, just a really diverse crowd of women. And I literally sat down and I was like, I cannot wait to break my fast. I am so hungry. I cannot wait to have lunch today. And 5 people, no joke, said, like, what are you doing? Will you fast? They had all these crazy looks on their face, like they had never heard about that before. Like, didn't Jesus fast? Like, yes, he did. And I fast now. So, and this is what I'm able to share with them. It's just my experience. Do I have to say the name of the program? Nope. Do I have to say anything past like what I know and do on a regular basis? Not at all. There is no pressure there. So I want you to give yourself permission to talk about the things that you're doing in your life any chance you get. In the beauty salon, that is the best place. Trust me. The minute you say, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry, I'm breaking my fast with this, or I'm on a 24-hour fast today. Have you ever tried fasting? That is the perfect time to get a conversation going, because every chair in that salon is going to perk up and they're going to be talking to you. That's where one of my hairstylist, joined after 6 months of me sitting in that chair and talking to her about the program, and 6 months of me never pushing her, never, intimidating her or kind of like being after her to join the program. I would just sit there and I was always talking about it. And she was like, thank you for never making me feel like I had to join. You invited me and you kept inviting me, but you never made it feel like I had to join or I would be a failure. That's so important to have those conversations. And 6 months later, she joined the program. And 3 months after that, she became a coach. So it was just a really great, powerful moment for me to be able to provide to someone who was a stranger 7 months prior to that. So it's really great. And it's a really big responsibility to be able to have that information and not be able to share that with others. So any chance you get, think of a way to share it. Now, what about you have 10 people that you know in person? I hope you know more than that many people, but invite some of your friends over to do a workout together. Just be like, hey, I want to start this month off strong. Let's get together and do a workout. Let's do a leg day workout or a HIIT workout. Really show them what the program is about by just inviting them to do it with you, right? Say, let's do this workout together. I would love for you guys to see what I do each week, or I know that you've been wanting to go get like dessert at this one place. You do your workout with me on Saturday morning and I will go out to dinner with you Saturday night. Those are ways of just providing more information to your community, getting people in person. You can take some pictures, you can post those on social media. You just did your leg day workout. Those are all great ways of getting people together and feeling that sense of community. So Heidi said, so workouts are encouraged to be shared, not the meal plans or macros percentages. So here's how we share the program. We share the ketchup, not the cheeseburger, right? We're sharing a little piece, not the whole enchilada. So what you might want to do is write down your workout and then have a friend come over and you do it together. You can give them a little sneak peek into what the program is about. Absolutely. There should be no reason, though, they have access to the whole program since you have your own login and password. But you can absolutely say, listen, this is a recipe from the meal plan that I'm trying. I love it. You should give it a try. Those little things plant the seed. However you can plant the seed, let's do it without giving the program away. Another question said, is this a repository of the quotes that we can easily paste into our posts? I know it's easy to share the story, but what about in the actual post? Not sure of the quotes. So are you talking about the sample posts or the pictures that we posted? Let me know. Heidi says, snippets to plant the seed. Yes, exactly. Jennifer says, one more social media question. Should we always tag FasterWay? You can, you don't have to. I personally, running the account, I would love that. It would make my life really fun and really easy to be able to connect with all of you. But it's so helpful to just have that place where someone like your friend or your sister, you could say, oh, just look up hashtag FastWay to Fat Loss on Instagram and you'll see a ton of things. They'll be able to go there and see just like this massive amount of people from different backgrounds, different testimonials, before and afters. It's a great place. Ali says, I go to yoga routinely. Can we put up a flyer? Absolutely. That's something that I have as a request for my team to create for you all to be able to provide more information locally. Doing those bits of things are going to really help spread the word. We want to make sure, though, as an affiliate, it always comes back to you. So you are able to gain that commission from that sale, so that you're able to obviously recirculate that information, that wealth. We want to make sure that we're keeping it within that coach affiliate link that you have specifically. The only thing is flyers sometimes they'll just Google it, right? So we want to make sure that you are getting that sale. Now, the other thing that you might do is support the women and men that you bring to the Faster Way. So let's say you got 5 of your friends from college to join the Faster Way. I want you to make sure that they feel excited to join, just as excited as you are to share it with them. So maybe create like a text thread on your phone where you check in with them. Maybe send them a t-shirt that you can buy from our website, fastwaytofatloss.com. You can buy t-shirts. Give them this experience of like they are joining a community and you are so excited to join with them, because that will keep them committed. They won't feel like they were just a number. We never want anyone to feel that way. So the more support they can receive, the better. So I know the hairstylist that I mentioned, every day on Instagram, I was like, hey, how's it going? Did you do your HIIT workout? Or what are you doing this weekend for leg day? And now her as a coach, her and I, we go back and forth all the time. Like, all right, Lindsay, time to get back on track. Let's do this. And it's such a great way for you to build those bonds and those relationships with people, because it's mutually beneficial, right? They are able to create a healthier lifestyle that they can pass down to members of their family, to their friends, to their moms. And you also receive that generous commission that you're able to then recirculate to your family, your church, your community, however you want to do that. And that's truly why we wake up every day. So those two things are so powerful, and you're a large part of that. Now, continuing to share consistently looks differently for everyone. And I want you to think of it as a way of keeping yourself accountable too. So like, I got to share about my workout this week. So guess what? Got to get a workout in. I want to share about the meal plan. So you know what? I'm going to make one of those recipes and I'm going to stick to the meal plan this week. That's going to be a great way for you as a client to really stay accountable as a member of our community. Obviously, we want everyone who's gone through the program to continue to live the Faster Way lifestyle. That's the goal here. So continue to share your story, your before and afters, the progress that you're making. If you went up in your weights and you're now from an 8 to a 10-pound weight, share that. We as a team, we want to hear about that, and the people in your life want to be inspired by it. So continue to share all those messages consistently. So I do want to open this up for any questions that you all have for the last couple of minutes we are together. I know I've been kind of answering them through the chat. Lori says pictures of the quotes are in the affiliate Facebook community. Yes, so pictures of the quotes are in there. We are going to be giving you more access to images and content. As these new programming updates come out, we will be providing you with new images that go along with them. So it'll be easy for you to share about them, easy for you to copy and paste and talk about them. Always make them a part of your life and the way that you speak. You can absolutely change and adjust them to fit your tone, but we do want to provide you with those assets as well, because we know that together we can make a massive impact, and that's why we want to provide you with those things. So if there are not any other questions, I think that this was such a great training. I definitely will be hopping on to poll the audience, figure out another training to do with all of you, and I'll be sending an email with the replay of this. I'll be posting it in the group. Linda says, are you going to give us a link so if someone joins, you know it was from us? So Linda, chat with your coach. You should receive a link. When you signed up for the affiliate program, you should receive something in your email for you to access it. But I will send a refresher through email with the Facebook community group today with the link to this replay, and then also for you to log in and get that link. I want to make sure you have everything you need to make sure that you are making the most of this affiliate partnership. So please feel free, if you are watching the replay, ask your questions down below in the comments. But this has been so fun getting to just hear from all of you, hear your questions, answer anything that you have, and I look forward to the next time we meet. So you all have a wonderful day, and I will chat with you all soon. Have a good day. Bye.